How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to House of Fata Morgana. Now, I'm a little nervous. Hopefully this is actually out there. If this video's uploaded, then everything should be okay. But I'm a bit on the fence here. My recording software, OBS, it's been working amazing ever since I learned how to use it. And yet, ever since the live stream I did on Saturday, it's just gone bananas. Now, I just had to change how I'm playing the game. Normally, I full screen it, and it's fine. But whenever I full screen it, if I change screens, like if I make a click, or if I go to a different menu, the game capture just stops. It keeps getting the audio, but doesn't capture the screen at all. And that's disturbing, because I don't want my stuff not working right now. I've checked it for updates. I can't figure out what's wrong. I'm going to have to do a full dive of the system, hopefully. But until then, I'll have to figure this out and make sure it's okay. Also, I gotta turn the volume up, though. I don't think you'll see this. Yeah. So far, the only issue that's having up right now means I have to edit a little more, and that's not terrible. It's annoying because it makes it a little slower, but I can handle that. I'm just concerned that the capture is going to stop. So if you see me glancing over here a lot, that's me double checking and making sure capture's still going. Yeah, so if I haven't uploaded an apology video explaining the situation, then everything should be fine, and you can just enjoy the game while my throat tries to give out. Yeah, might have to do something about that in the future. If I do, I'll expedite myself and get myself a cough drop, but for now, I think we're good, so. Man, it feels like it's been forever. I didn't skip 2 weeks of this, did I? There's something going on, but my voice was out last time, so we've learned that Jacopo is just a dirtbag. Even when he was at his happiest, there was still something off about him, and now he's gone off the deep end. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. We are looking at the wrong screen here. Uh-oh. Wonder, did I not save last time? That would be ridiculous. Huh. Yeah, because we definitely weren't here. She got locked up last time we were playing. Something's weird with the game. Alright, well, I'll get back to where we're supposed to be and come back to you later. So, apologies. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did auto go and it can stop me right where I thought we had last been. So, I don't know why that happened. I'm getting a little freaked out now. All my computer stuff's going a little wacky. I don't know. I don't know if any of you were here a while back. I had a hard drive that just up and died on me, and I lost everything on it. It was acting differently that time when I lost stuff, but it might be acting up again. I worked my hard drive way too hard. There's special types of hard drives that can handle heavier loads, but I never could find one when I needed it. And so I got a kind of standard one again, and so I might be killing this one too. So I'll go and back up my systems tonight just to make sure I've got everything I need, but for the most part, everything seems to be fine. So I guess we'll just continue from here. So, I guess the brief backup was that Jacopo has intense jealousy issues, it turns out. She was kind of always told to keep away from everybody. He had a brother from his family from the old country who kind of muscled some money out of him and lightly threatened him. And then gave him some perfume to give to his wife because he feels like he doesn't treat her right. Turns out it's the exact same perfume that the white-haired girl's friend gave her, that he smelled on her when they went dancing, and so he thinks that she's been seeing his brother on the side, and so now he's built a tiny little shack, and he's forcing her to stay in there. So yeah, we'll have to just see how this resolves, but it's not looking so good, not at all. But let's just see what happens next. So white-haired girl. How did things end up this way? Why? All I wanted was to go back to the way things used to be. For us to be able to smile around each other. I hope my throat doesn't give out. The thing is, though, the girl, you were really the one who never smiled. It had been several days since Jacopo locked her in the shed, and her day-to-day life was only growing more arduous. She was under constant surveillance. The door was only unlocked to deliver her meals 3 times a day. And despite what unfortunate situation their employer's wife found herself in, the maids chatted and gossiped and giggled freely. not even in the shadows, out of her presence. The tactless young maidservants whispered directly to the white-haired girl when they brought her meals. Oh, wow. Really? Really? They suck. You girls suck. Look at you, madam, cadged away like cattle. I could almost hear the sound of cracks forming in her heart. I imagined she had gotten to the point where she was having difficulty merely holding herself together. She had done nothing wrong, and yet was forced to live her life of insults and mockery, of ridicule. The only reason her her tenuously held together spirit did not completely shatter was because she still had her one and only ally, who I think is going to betray her. The maid Maria volunteered to attend the white-haired girl. Maria took over the duty of delivering her 3 meals, meaning the other maids stopped coming by, and that relieved the white-haired girl's mental and emotional stress considerably. Maria became her sole conversation partner, her sole companion. She did not leave as soon as meals were finished, instead remaining in the shed with the white-haired girl for some time. So, ma'am, how about a funny story? I flubbed a pretty hard one the other day. You want to hear about that? So, a couple days back, I didn't get enough sleep the previous night, right? I'm helping out in the kitchen half awake, plating up some food. And when I get to bring it up to the guests, my heart about leaps out of my mouth, 'cause why? What I thought was on the plate was actually an ashtray. Man, I was sweating like a pig. The guests didn't seem to notice, but the other maids were pale as ghosts the entire time. Just about everyone had themselves a case of the vapors. She really is southern. I picked it right. It was just kind of snowballing it. I got quite the tongue lashing to clean up. Pretty funny, huh? Oh, did you? Sounds like it was a pretty bad day. Yeah. Hey, madam. I know there's not much point in telling you to cheer up right now, but I'm sure he won't keep you locked up forever. He's just a bit crabby for now. It'll be alright. Although, I guess it is a bit drastic for a temper tantrum. She should have left when she had the chance. Yeah. I'm sorry, madam. If only I'd pushed him a bit harder, if only I had a little more influence, you might not be in this situation. I thought I could be of some help, but I guess I'm not doing a great job of that. Of course not, Maria. You absolutely are. Just you being here takes a great weight off my shoulders. Still, though, I feel so worthless. Because I'm just a maid, I can't set you free. It's okay. I'm used to being imprisoned. What do you mean you're used to it? He never locked your doors before. You're right. I'm not sure why, but I feel as though I've been in a similar predicament before, lacking freedom and contact with others for a long stretch of time. I'm sure it's just simply exhaustion getting to you, ma'am. No one should ever be used to living like this. Yes, I agree. And I pray things go back to the way they were soon. Has getting mad at him ever crossed your mind? Getting mad? Yeah, you know, when he yells, you yell back, let him know he's in the wrong. Never considered doing that? I guess you're not one to get angry, ma'am. Which would mean you're a better fit for the Holy Mother than me. Oh no, I do sometimes want to get angry. Wow, she only wants to. To tell you the truth, it's almost always going through my mind and how, if I did raise my voice, perhaps he would listen to what I have to say. But when I'm standing there in front of him, and he starts shouting at me, and I freeze up and end up not saying a word. I'm just such a pitiful woman, everything about me. When I need to speak up most, to stand up for myself, I cannot. Oh, don't look so down. That's not a bad thing. He's got a little bit of a pickle right now, but I'll clear everything up with him. You hear me? In my mind, your modesty is a virtue. And the more I think about it, I can't even imagine you screaming. I like you better the way you are, reserved and ladylike. You can leave all the yelling to me. I'll do whatever I can to help you, madam. Were you able to clear up the confusion about the night we were dancing? Oh, about that? Sorry, he just wouldn't hear it. I see. But I'm not throwing away the towel. I'll keep trying as long as it takes. So... Say, Maria, could I perhaps ask another favor? Huh? Yeah, sure. Let me have it. I would like to write him a letter. A letter? To someone who lives in the same house? Yes. As things stand, I cannot simply go visit him on a whim. And I feel as though I could calmly express on paper things I am unable to say to him face to face. I suspect I might have more luck that way. I absolutely believe he would be more likely to maintain his composure reading my thoughts in a letter than hearing them from my mouth. With it, I can clear up the confusion, and things can go back to the way they were. A letter, huh? Interesting. I'll write the letter. I wish you would deliver to him. May I ask who that of you? Absolutely, not a problem. Thank you, Maria. You are the only person I can count on, and I mean that. I think I need to get the camera tilted a little bit. There we go. I feel like it might be a little better that way. Apologies for the shaking. Alright, Jacopo. Why? How did this happen? Why would she betray me? I wanted to give her a decently happy life. I didn't want to get violent with her. Yet when I saw her face and when I heard what she had to say, I just couldn't restrain myself. Dude, you need help, man. Go. I wish you could talk to someone. I guess that's what it comes down to, is that no matter how much you dress it up, I'm still a Berzati. There was never any way for this bloodline to give that girl happiness. Gosh darn it. Why am I fretting over this nonsense? Am I supposed to be the future head? Huh. An illusion. But they're dancing. They really are. And they look like they're having a wonderful time. Are you sure it's an illusion and not something else? To me, it does not seem to be. I cannot see it as anything but two tiny people dancing. That's how it works. Reach out your hand and try to grab them. You won't be able to. Huh, you're right. That's a shame. I didn't think you actually would. But it's the most precious thing. They look like they're dancing atop my palm. It's almost frightening how much innocence rests within those hands. It's as if they've been completely cut off from the world's filth. My hands, however, are soaked in blood. I fear that bringing her into my world may taint her. And am I capable of protecting this woman's purity? Not sure you're going about it the right way, sir. And yet, as I watched her so joyously playing, I felt as though I'd gotten closer to her. I was the one being a child that day. Jacopo. Oh, Jacopo! It's me, Maria. Is it alright if I come in? Maria. It's fine. Come in. Alrighty. Color me surprised. I didn't think you'd let me in. Have I ever denied you access to my room? Nope, but you've been looking pretty glum lately. I've never exactly been a cheery man. True enough. I know you told me before not to talk about your wife, but I'm going to stick my nose where it doesn't belong today. There's been a lot of chatter among the maids lately about you getting rough with her. I mean, you've got the poor thing locked up in a shed outside. You're not leaving the best impression on anyone. You here to box my ears? That's the hit you in the head. I don't know. 50-50. The other half is, I'm concerned about you. I know you're not the kind of man to threaten someone without good reason. You're not. I thought you were friends with her. I am. And it hurts seeing her in so much pain. Then, why has that not changed the way you act around me? I would think you'd be scorning me with the rest of the maids. Oh, I see how it is. You don't trust me. And we've known each other for so long. This isn't a question of whose side I'm on. You're in pain too, I can see that. You've always bottled things up, kept them hidden. You're too... Oh, sorry. Curse you, hand. You're too proud to rely on others. But you should probably vent to someone before it reaches the point where you no longer can. Say, Jacopo, do you remember the promise we made a while back? How far back? Back when you were still shorter than me. You were 14 and I was 12. I had to leave town and you came to see me off. Quite frankly, I didn't think you'd come. I was surprised, even though I didn't show it. What did she do? What did she do? Oh, this is back in the past. I guess we'll find out. Jacopo? Where's your dad? Or are you here alone? He didn't even tell me. Ah. There's no reason you have to leave town. My old man says the Campanellas have more power. I should be the one leaving. It's not that simple. Grown-ups have a lot to consider. So don't give me that look, Jacopo. We were kids, but we both kind of started to catch on to the situation with our families and to the bond that the lands held on us. Although we didn't know any of the details at the time, my grandpa owned all the lands the city was built on, and he was a very conservative man. He didn't try to spread his influence, instead of opting to fortify what he already had. I don't know exactly when the first started, but organizations were used to administrate cities. And when we were kids, my dad told the Campo Famiglia, that must be Italian, and my grandpa heard the condolences. Oh, fetch, I don't know these words. But just because he was an advisor doesn't mean he was powerless. While my dad made the decisions, my grandpa was the one who allowed to fight him on them. Your father was a Campo de Sidan that served under my dad. He wasn't especially happy about that. But parents quarreling doesn't affect their kids, or at least that's what I thought at the time, and what you probably thought too. But there was still a chance we could get caught up in the crossfire, so my dad decided to send me and my mom away. Off the island on the North Sea, north were some more prosperous areas. He thought that by sending us there we could live our lives clean, regardless of whatever came from. There's no change in what's in your blood, though. You could have told me too. Or were you planning on leaving without saying anything? No, it was just all decided so quickly. Why do you sound so accepting? Adults have a lot to consider. You bet they do. But they could at least let them know you're opposed to it, Maria. But no, your tail went straight between your legs as soon as you were told. You just gave up and accepted it straight away. I thought you were better than that. You think I don't know that? But it'll be just my dad's way if I stay. I'm a kid, a girl. I wouldn't be any help if something happened. And I don't want to be needing someone to protect me. I've never once thought of you as a girl. Hey, now, that's mean. Oh, geez, thanks, Jacopo. Now you're getting me all mushy, too. If anything should be sad here, it's me. I'm not sad. Oh, really? You sure don't look... You sure you're not actually torn or will be around anymore? You're a huge crybaby after all, Jacoponio. Hey, when have I ever cried? And don't call me that. Made you mad. I can't do a laugh. Let me try that laugh again. Made you laugh. Short fused as ever, I see. You've got to learn to keep your head. You're a man, an heir to the Berzati family. Don't you lecture me. You're so pig-headed. You could at least listen to me once before I'm gone. Hey, Maria. Got a little time to spare? Yeah, sure, but not much. The carriage is gonna be here soon. Do you have enough for a trip to the hill and back? Yeah, I should have time for that. Oh, my throat. Because our families weren't really able to get along with the other kids in the city, so we played a lot on the top of that hill. It became kind of like our little secret lair. There was an abandoned house up there. Guess an old farmhouse or something. The kids love that sort of thing, you know? We all called it Casa Nostra, our home, and we pretended it was actually ours. We drew circles on the walls in chalk and used it for target practice. We brought up a bale of straw and used it to make makeshift beds. When either of us got into fights with our parents, we'd stay the night here instead of home. Okay, can you imagine being able to do that and not have to worry about like your kids getting stolen or something? In retrospect, I'm sure they knew where we were going. Just let us do our thing. Oh yeah, there was this one time we were playing and a huge storm rolled in, trapping us up there. The wind wasn't just howling, it was screaming bloody murder. It was blowing so hard the house might fly away. As I recall, you were crying that night. Hey, Nero, you here to see me off too? Aw, there you go, wagging your tail with that dumb look on your face. You have no idea what's going on, do you? It wasn't just the two of us who made the main Casa Nostra our home base, though. There was one more, a stray black dog. I'm pretty sure it didn't have actual black fur, though. It was just really, really dirty. Of course he doesn't. He's a stupid animal. Oh, don't you talk about him like that. He's one of us. What are you planning to do about Nero? Just leave him behind? Nothing else I can do. Can't bring this dog in a carriage. Besides, you're here, so it'll be fine. You take care of Nero, alright? He doesn't like me. You're the only one who can take care of him. Maybe so, but I'm not coming back. He'll be starved to death if you don't figure something out. He's a puny runt. I doubt you could win in a fight for scraps. Come on, do it for me. You said you won't be coming back. Did you mean that? Are you absolutely never returning to this town? There's no telling what may or may not happen, so it's best not to get your hopes up. Better that than the pain of getting let down. Well, I'm turning into quite the cynic, huh? Maybe if I'd been born in a more normal family, I'd be in my room in a pile of dolls right now, with my head in the clouds. I can't imagine you doing that, nor do I think that's normal. Well said. Hey, stop that, Nero. Quit licking me. That tickles. You reek. Maria. What is it? Come back. I don't care if you don't know when it'll be. Just don't say you'll never return. No one knows how things are going to end up. Maybe my old man will get more power, or maybe yours will. If things continue as they are, it'll be your old man. Then down the line, I want to work at the service of the Campanella family. And that's just fine by me. But even if that's not the future that lies ahead, I promise I will make a place for you. So, Maria... Question. Do you have a crush on me? What? Kidding. I'm just kidding. No need for a conniption fit. I was just playing around. Here I am trying to have a conversation, then you... Listen to me. I don't have any of those, those kind of feelings for you. I consider you a lifelong friend. My one and only friend. That's why I came to see you off, and that's why I'm telling you this now. Whether you're a girl or a boy is irrelevant. Friendship lasts much longer than something so fanciful as romance. Am I wrong? Don't laugh, you dumb... Dang it, it's humiliating. I'm not laughing at you. Wait, what was that? What was that? History... backlog. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I agree entirely. Yeah, we've always been on the same page, Jacopo. Maybe we did fight a lot, but there wasn't one we didn't get through. No one else understood just how lonely it was, wearing a mask of all those other kids, trying to fit into their happy little circles. We couldn't afford to be found out, after all. Neither of us had any real allies. Except for each other, of course. Nope. I'm glad I got a chance to play with you. If you hadn't been there, I probably wouldn't have been bothered caring for Nero either. It was too funny watching him chase you around. You're a sick girl, Maria. So hey, Jacopo, is this place we call Casa Nostra even after I leave, right? You won't do anything to it, will you? Of course not. This is our home. Oh wait, is that the mansion? Hey, that'd be interesting. That was always the plan. Right, thanks. Though, you being all nice is kind of creepy, Jacopo. It's not going to start snowing, is it? How rude. Well, if you're going to be like that, I'm not sure I want to give it to you. I'm sorry, the laughing is so bad. My laugh's bad anyway, but it's especially bad because my throat just can't handle it right now. Huh? Gimme what? A present? You should have said so sooner. Gimme. You don't have a shred of tact, do you? What's the matter? Come on, what you bring? Let me have it, soldier. Oh, Maria. Consider this a temporary parting gift. You've been wanting one of these for a while. Huh? Ooh, is that a cartridge? From Occult Navy? No way. Did you swipe it? I'll probably catch heck for it too. Wow. This is amazing. I always wanted to get my hands on the real thing. This is from the wallet hanging up in your house, isn't it? The one your dad was bragging about? They just started selling them this year, and it's ridiculously hard to get your hands on one, so I hear. Man, guns from the New World are something else, alright. Just imagine the moment a hammer comes crashing down the back and sends the chills down my spine. Are you sure you're a girl going crazy over a bullet cartridge? What's the big deal? I like what I like. You'll get in trouble if you don't put this back, though, won't you? Don't worry, I'll return it when you return. And I won't tell anyone I gave it to you. Okay. Well, I guess I'll take you up on that then. Thanks, Jacopo. It'll be my treasure. This goes without saying, but don't you lose it. I'm giving it to you as a symbol of our friendship. No matter how far apart we may be, or how much time may pass, or how things play out with our families, we will always be friends. That cartridge symbolizes that promise. It's a promise, Jacopo. Our families may outwardly hate each other, but I'll always be your friend, always be on your side. And don't you ever go back on those words. I swear upon this glorious cartridge, this historic land, the names of my ancestors, I shall not make myself a liar. So, if she's in the old country, why would she have the southern accent now? Where did she get the southern accent? I'm just doing it because it seemed to fit. But maybe it's not supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be just an accent. So, like, the accent should be Italian, but in the translation from Japanese to English, they just went with a country accent. Maybe that could possibly be it, because maybe in the Japanese version, to symbolize the accent that was supposed to be like Italian, since you don't really, I doubt there's like an Italian-Japanese accent. Like maybe there is, but I don't know what the earth that would be. But maybe they just used a country dialect for Japan, to represent like plain Japanese, and then back country Japanese for the accent. And so when they translated it into English, they said English and then Southern, even though the accent should be Italian. I'm gonna keep doing it because I can't do an Italian accent, but that just finally clicked for me. I think that's how that actually works. So, yeah, we got some hicks living in Italy apparently. I trust you, Maria. We'll meet again, and maybe years from now, but that won't change a thing. Our friendship will never fade. Interesting. So I guess they're not lovers. Or at least I hope they're not. Yeah, you were so adorable back then. And short to boot. But now you've hardened so much. I was flabbergasted when I saw you. Dressed all fancy from head to toe. You become quite a smug little bee, as I thought. You sure weren't that little kid anymore. You have quite the memory. Well, yeah, I don't forget my promises. And I never forget I'd always be by your side. The question is, did you remember? I did. I remember every word you said that day. And as I said, I left Casa Nostra as it was. Though it is quite some distance away now. I imagine if we went back and did a little work on it, we could have it looking just like old times. And Nero? He... About a year after you left, he suddenly disappeared. And just for the record, I did take care of him, as you told me to. I'm guessing he got in a fight with another stray or something. I searched, but could never find him. Ah, well. It had been more than a decade. Not everything's gonna be exactly the same. You, however, haven't changed a bit from the girl you were all those years ago. Neither have you. Sure, you may seem different on the outside, but at your core, I believe you haven't changed at all. Still the same old Jacopino. Jacopino. Could you not call me that? I have changed quite a bit. Unlike you, I am well aware of it. Say, Jacopo, do you consider me supportive? Of everything you could have said. Of course you are. You're constantly supporting me, past and present. You are proof of the existence of that kind of friendship. That can transcend gender, blood, and all other such distinctions. You know, it's honestly kind of bizarre seeing you without a stick up your butt. Wow, harsh words. Come on now, hear me out. You almost had me blushing there. Anyway, before you put that stick back up there, tell me something. Am I still your only ally? You are. Let me double check that because I clicked a little too quickly. My first was like, yep, it's just you are. Of everyone in the mansion, I'm the only one? Yes. Like she would at least have a little more. The madame? I didn't actually intend to treat her like that. Believe me, Jacopo, I know. I mean, from a girl's perspective, what you did was pretty awful. But hey, I'm not a girl, according to you anyway. I will always be on your side, no matter what. Oh, I feel like as if I'm being consoled. That's what I was going for. I should have never opened up to you. Haha. Hey, now's probably not the best time to bring it up, but I have a letter. A letter? Written by the madame. Here. A letter from my wife? Let me see it. What the heck am I reading? I was considering keeping it a secret, but haven't seen it. I thought hiding it from you might only hurt you more, so I decided it was best to show you. So she might not have even given him the letter. Nice. Who is this? Who is this letter for? It's as if, but that can't... I love you? Who is she writing to? I don't know this man. Oh, did she change the letter? Take a deep breath, Jacopo, and listen to me. The madame is having an affair. I hate her now. He's a scumbag, but she's purposefully splitting them up. She knows he's going to be dangerous, so why is she doing it? Does she actually love him and want her to be out of the way? Does she somehow think that this can help them both by making him get rid of her? Or what? What on earth is going through your mind, Maria? Ooh, I don't like it. Oh, that hurt just to read. I haven't changed a bit. If you seriously, if you seriously believe that, then I've got news for you, pal. Anyone who acts exactly the same as they did in the past is doing just that, acting, much like I do around you. Oh, That's a creepy smile. Oh my gosh. How can you make that face look so sinister? It's the music's helping with fetch, man. Our friendship will never change. Ha, what a effing joke. You pick the wrong girl to put your trust in. And they call you astute. Can you taste the irony? Oh, she's working as your family representative now. Well, that just makes things easier for me. Ooh. But my goodness, it's suffocating playing the good girl. That stupidly cheerful little ray of sunshine Maria. Ugh, sickening. On the other hand, the payoff is fantastic. I can't stop. Oh, watching him lose his cool was incredible. My side hurts just thinking about it. You're telling me she wrote this? Who else could have written it? It's in her handwriting. Why must she continue to betray me? Has she not taken enough already? What else could she possibly want from me? I told her to stay away from my gatherings. I had her rose garden torn down. And yet still, she finds other men. I warned her. I told her that wouldn't happen again, and if she betrayed me one more time, I'd kill her. Jacopo. Out of my way, Maria. I have to talk to her. Ask her what this letter's about, who this man is. And depending on how she answers... Hold it, Jacopo, calm down. Silence. How am I supposed to stay calm right now? Listen to me. Relax. You try to talk to her right now, you aren't going to get anywhere. You aren't aware just how frenzied you are you? Besides, you think she's going to tell you the truth even if you do manage to ask? Of course not. She may look all prim and proper, but that's not the real her. I don't think she's a bad person, but... Not a bad person? The woman who wrote this letter to another man? She crossed the line, you hear me? I agree with you there. She's gone too far with this letter. But remember, she's your wife and the daughter of a noble. You know exactly what'll happen if you lose control of yourself and do something to her. It's not gonna look good for you. She may be nobility, but I have the Casca. We have our own way of taking care of these kinds of problems. Still, I think it's plain as day you'll only make a bigger mess. No one else knows about this yet. Are you telling me to act like nothing happened? Nothing's happening? When she so blatantly disrespects me? Jacopo, could you let me take care of it? I'm friends with the madame, you know that. She'll listen to me. So I'll make sure it gets through to her. Just how much you care about her. I couldn't ask you. It would be disgraceful. That's nothing to be ashamed of. What did I tell you? I'm on your side, and you're on mine. We're in this together. You can ask me things you couldn't ask others to do. I have tight lips. Anything you ask, I'll keep abundantly under wraps. Dang it. You're right. Yes, you're right. I'm well aware that I always lose myself in her presence. If I try talking to her now, I probably will do something rash, yes. I'll make sure everything works out. Got it? You and the madam can go back to the way things used to be, so you don't have to suffer anymore. I'll take care of it. I'm the only one who understands your pain, and I'm the only one who can help you out of it. Maria. Oh, don't go making that face, Jacopino. Thank you, Maria. Please, let her know that even if she is seeing other men, and even if she does silently mock me for not being of noble blood, that I still love her. That I don't want to raise my hand against her. Fetch, Maria. You love her? That's a riot. You're too busy chasing after your stacks of paper. You don't have what it takes to truly love a woman. I will say, though, I was surprised you lost your head that badly. Quite the little crush you've got on her. You could just sit down and talk to her like a rational human being, and presto, all your problems would be solved. But you can't even manage that, which is why you're in this predicament. Once you're convinced of something, Jacopo, you never let it go of it. And she's too timid to speak up for herself. Sorry, madam. I got nothing against you. I just didn't expect things to go quite this well. There's no stopping now. Not when I've got this much momentum. Also, watching a pretty girl like you break down, Gives me goosebumps. You psychopath. You're still convinced I'm your only person you can trust. How did he react to the letter? Well, yeah, about that. Would he not take it? Oh no, he took it. Just, don't feel too bad about this, Mala. He said he's too busy with work, and tossed the letter aside. I told him to make sure he writes you a reply, but he hasn't gotten around to it at all. I see. That's a shame. It kills me to see you like this, Mal. I don't get why you have to be so heartless. Okay, funny enough, this is actually interesting. So I lived in the South for a little while, a couple of years, and that's the thing I noticed socially that was interesting. She's obviously a freaking tyrant, not tyrant, she's a freaking witch or something. Well, not a witch is in the magical kind, like an actual, just like a witch with a capital B. But she, however, does represent something interesting that actually does fit the Southern accent. In the South, everyone is very, very, very polite, very, very up to your face, very, very kind to a point. And then to your face, they will be kind. They will whisper and backbite you behind your back like no other social groups have ever been around. Now, I live in the Northeast. Everyone here just treats each other kind of like garbage, but at least it's honest. No, there they whisper behind your back, and they'll have their little clicks, and you never know what exactly to say. And the phrase bless your heart, that's it's an insult. Or bless her heart, bless his heart. It's like, oh, bless your heart. Or say things like he tries his hardest, bless his heart. Saying he's trying, sucks to be him because he's failing. So it's interesting because the Southern accent in this way kind of fits. And I think another part of it too is people with Southern accents actually make really good salesmen and really good just persuaders in general, because people underestimate people with Southern accent, because culturally we tend to associate that country Southern accent, the Southern drawl, with a lack of intelligence. But you can be the cleverest person and have that drawl, and people will actually disassociate that, so you can take them by surprise. That's why I think that's part of why a Southern accent can make some of the best salesmen. But then at the same time, it can be hard to take them seriously. Like if you had a scientist with a Southern accent trying to persuade you that Yellowstone's about to explode, it would not. A lot of people would probably be less likely to listen to that person than they would someone with a British accent, which they would take a lot more seriously, because culturally we also associate British accents with intelligence, which I'm sure the British love. Anyway. It kills me to see you like this, madam. I don't get why he has to be so heartless. Not even taking a little bit of time out of his day to read the letter to you, pouring your soul into writing. It's unacceptable. By the way, also, the music's on point for this section. It's freaking... Oh. I'm sure he really is busy. He did not throw it away, though, did he? I imagine he means to read it when he has more time. Madam? After everything he's done to you, you still think he means well? I have faith. My timing was poor, that's all. I believe in him. I believe that day will come when he gives me his attention again, as he did before. Madame. So, could I ask you to believe with me, Maria? To have faith when he does, that he will once more show me his love, and that mine will reach him. Something tells me that it will all work out if you pray for it. Yeah, okay. If you're fine with me praying, I'll pray. I'll get down on my knees for you, madame. I'll have faith. Thank you. I would like to write another letter. When it is complete, could I ask you to deliver it to him? I'll give him as many as you want. As many as it takes for you to get through to him. Oh. You really ought to learn more about being so trusting, madame. Take a real close look, and you'll see exactly who it was that ground your happy little life into dust. Thank you, Maria. I am the reincarnation of the Mother of God. Oh God, I can't hold back the laughter. This is a strange stage of my own creation. We didn't have enough actors, so the playwright had to take on the role herself. But that only adds to the excitement. Yes, this is all all of my masterpiece. You're just ignorant puppets dancing to my tune. From the first shot to the last, blind to the finger who's sitting on the trigger. Listen to me, Jacopo, and try to keep your head. I saw the madame, meeting with another man behind your back. You know, the arch of the rose garden? The far side outside of the mansion, making it a perfect place to hide. I saw her back there. From the looks of it, the madame's having her meetings with one of the men who comes to your business gatherings. And they don't act like they're just friends. But to just be clear, I don't have any solid proof. So it'll be best if you didn't mention this to her yet. You wouldn't want to start throwing around accusations only to find out too late it was all a big misunderstanding. I'll get to the bottom of it, so you... I think the madame might have her eyes on several men. Being a woman, y'all, I can tell these things. She's given these suggestive looks, but to whom I can't pinpoint. A lot of people coming out of this house after all. What? You want to keep her from leaving her room? That might be for her best. There's so much going on, it makes me think even God's on my side. They could just talk it over with one another, but they won't, and they're in deeper and deeper for it. You're the only one I can trust, Maria. And the timing that night, my gosh, it was perfect. Hey, Jacopo. I could just be misreading her, but something seems off about the madame. Like she's been on edge or something. I tried to egg her into revealing what's going on, and she let slip she might be going out somewhere tonight. She's not going with you, is she? You were going out to survey a construction site, weren't you? That's fine, we got it. Then I suggest you get that taken care of quickly. Dance? At this time of night? Yep, and since it's so late, no loud music. All you get is a little whistling, courtesy of me. But this room is too small for her. We'll use the Great Hall. Wouldn't that put us in everyone else's way? You would probably complain about the noise, too. No need to worry. Jacopo's out inspecting some factory or something today. After that, he's got a meeting, so he'll be staying the night elsewhere. I thought you would not be back until tomorrow. And how would you know that? No, forget that. Does my staying the night elsewhere have any effect on you? You were just waiting for this opportunity, weren't you? I can't believe it. He actually isn't as bad of a guy as I thought. He just has jealousy issues. But when you've got someone he trusts wholeheartedly, fanning the flames and manipulating the situation, combined with a very soft-spoken wife. Oh man, the stage was set. The game was over before it even started. No, why would I possibly want you out of the house for? I'm sure you know better than anyone. What? What is that smell? Perfume? When did you get that perfume? And I have to say, you seem to be having quite the time. Look at you. You're out of breath, red as a beet. I made the right decision coming back. What the heck were you going? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If I hadn't asked you to dance, me bringing the perfume only made things worse. No, you need not feel bad about anything, Maria. Everything you did was with my best interests at heart. She doesn't even suspect me in the slightest. I was able to perform the perfume to great use. That money-sucking leech Tommaso showed up at the perfect time, too. I'm pretty sure that's what Jacopo started getting actively violent. A jealous man is a wonderful thing, always imagining the worst and making matters worse for it. Fortunately, it's true. I don't know if it's good for all men, but I'm the kind of person that if I didn't talk things out, I would absolutely assume or plan for the worst in every situation. So I'm glad I could communicate pretty well with people, because oh my gosh. The nice thing is I don't feel like I get too jealous. Granted, I don't think I've had enough opportunity to know if I get really jealous, but I'm pretty sure I don't. At least not to that level. Wow, is that you, Tommaso? It's been so long. What brings you here? Oh, look who it is. Little Miss Campanella. That's a surprise. Didn't expect to see you this side of the Great Blue. Oh, you know, I've been giving Jacopo a hand. Huh, well, color me impressed. After what happened, I would have thought you would have not want nothing to do with him. That was between our parents. Jacopo didn't have anything to do with that. Well, would sure be nice if all you younger generations go through life without nothing to spark that kind of powder keg. Not that it's my place to talk.
No need to worry yourself about any of that. So, what brings you here, Tommaso?
I'm a little, you know how it is. Having a bit of trouble staying afloat.
Ah, I see. So you're here to beg for offerings. Pretty shameless, Tommaso.
No point in having shame if I ain't making money. Toss that out with the chamber pot. Heck, might even make things easier if I just quit being human altogether.
Are you that hard for cash?
Unfortunately. Numbers were supposed to go up, but for some reason they ended up going down instead.
Might be your best to kick and gambling habit.
No, that's telling me to go off myself.
Ha, I bet. So say, Tommaso, maybe I could pitch in a little bit too?
Oh, you mean it? That'd be a huge help.
There's seriously not a scrap of shame in you. However, in exchange, I'd like you to do something for me.
Someone whose face needs a visit from my fists? Depending on the number, I could also possibly cut them into chunks and toss them into the ocean.
Whoa, keep it clean. I'm not asking you to do anything like that.
What is it then? Something a lowlife like me can do?
It'll be easy. And it's nothing bad either. You're gonna go talk to Jacopo, aren't you? Well, there's something I'd like you to tell him while you're at it. You know he's married, right? He can get pretty nasty with his wife, though.
That's so. Sounds like she's got it rough.
She does, and is religiously devoted to him, too. I've been trying to nudge things in the right direction to get her back on good terms with him, but I haven't had much luck.
Ain't that something the two of them should work through?
Normally, yes, but it's reached a point where I can't bear to sit back and watch anymore. I don't like seeing the two of them in pain. I want to do something for them.
How noble. You're pretty devoted yourself, little lady.
I'm not important right now. Just doing the right thing. But the thing is, Jacopo won't hear a word of it. I figured if maybe you, being a man, might be able to get through to him a little better than me.
Doubt he'll listen to me either, to be honest.
Come on, you used to be really close, though. And I doubt he hates you.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Anywho, talk is something anyone can do. So what do you want me to tell him, huh?
I need to give him a bit of scolding. Tell him that Madam came to you asking for advice, that she accidentally let slip the way he treats her day to day because of her grief.
I've never met the wife of his before, you know.
It works even better that way. She's so downtrodden she can't talk to anyone about it, so she thought maybe you, being family, might be able to help. She's never met you, but she still latched onto you as a ray of hope. And I'm sure that when Jacopo finds out she brought up with his family, he'll know he can't keep mistreating her. Things like this, they hit home harder when they come from someone on the outside.
You make a decent point. She's so good. Oh my gosh. She either needs to be a politician or join like the courts of like a freaking Victorian court. Just remember, little lady, all I can do is bring it up with him. Can't guarantee it'll change nothing.
That's all I need you to do. Thanks a bunch, Tommaso. Oh, right, and one more thing. This is some perfume that's grown quite popular recently. Ask him to give it to the madame as a gift. If he won't take it, you keep it. Give it to another woman, sell it, whatever you want.
Perfume, huh? Very thoughtful of you. Women do like getting their gifts like that.
Yes, we do. If the big bad Jacopo gives her some of that, I bet there'll be lovebirds again before you know it.
I'm sure of it. Never thought the day'd come when I got to play Cupid. Now I'm starting to get kind of excited about this.
Stay focused, Tommaso, and thanks. Also, you didn't hear any of this from me. I'm fine just pulling the strings from the shadows.
Oh yeah, you are.
Their relationship's in complete shambles, and Jacopo still insists he loves her. And the madam says she still believes in him. Seriously, how stupid can you be? Poor Jacopo, poor madam. Now then, let's see this boulder rolls to the next. And how far it keeps rolling. Naturally, I'll be nudging it all the way along.
I added words there, I'm sorry, I just seem to feel better that way.
Because after all, a play lives or dies by the director's hands.
Ooh, my throat. But man, what a twist that was. I did not see it coming. Ooh, good writing. Terrible characters, but good writing. Like, not terrible as in like they're bad characters, they're just bad people. Oh man. Yeah. So we will check this out next time and probably see the conclusion of this door, because man, it's not gonna get good. It's not gonna be good. I bet you the next episode is gonna be the last one, because it feels like it's really culminating now. But maybe, I don't know. I thought I called it last time and I didn't, so we'll see. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're curious, I did a live stream up to the moon for kind of a celebration memento day of the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11 landing on the moon. You know, it's freaking cool. I love that stuff. And To the Moon has really impressed me just as a game. It's conceptually really fun and fascinating. I did about half last night, they tell me, on Saturday, but my throat kind of gave out and I had to take a break, so I'm probably going to continue next Saturday. So if you missed it, you should be able to see it. I'll throw it in a playlist, so check the playlist, and it should be in there somewhere, probably just like under To the Moon. And then I will do the next live stream next Saturday, assuming everything works out okay. Considering everything I'm seeing on here, who knows? But we will have to see. And then, you know, if you join me then, that would be awesome. We had a lot of great participation. It was one of the most active live streams I've ever done, with people in the comments, like chatting with me and talking to me about stuff. So that was really cool. But yeah, otherwise, I guess I'll just see you around for the next episode of Fata Morgana or something else. So until the next video you're watching me or have to see me in next, I'll see you there.